round 5, is a round which is a slight variation on our FAV City round. Today, we talk about Global Bengal and Global Bengalis in a special round called FAV People. 10 points for a correct answer to a direct question and 5 points for a correct answer to a bonus question. 9 questions coming up in this round. 3 direct for each participating team, starting with this one for the quiz team from DPS Ruby Park. Name the famous Calcuttan and former Zavirian who stunned the corporate world by buying out steel major Arcelor.
Lakshmi Mittal.
Ellen Mittal is absolutely correct, and you have just picked up 10 full points. Your direct question, Birla High School for Boys. He was an English novelist of the 19th century who was born on July 18, 1811 in Kolkata. He was famous for his satirical works, and we want to know the name of this humorist, particularly famous for works like Book of Snobs and Vanity Fair, a panoramic portrait of English society. Now Uday Jhunjhunwala and Indranil Bagchi are getting into a serious discussion but are not being able to make up their minds. They need to bounce back into the game, and it's high time they did that.
Henry Derozio
Is not correct. The question moves on the rebound to the team from La Martiniere for girls. Will they be able to give the name of this English humorist who portrayed a panoramic view of English society through works like Book of Snobs and Vanity Fair?
Rudyard Kipling.
Is not Rudyard Kipling. Last bonus chance goes to the team from DPS Ruby Park.
It's Makepeace Thackeray.
It is William Makepeace Thackeray, and DPS Ruby Park have picked up 5 well-deserved points. The third direct question of this round goes to the team from La Martiniere for girls, and your question is: Swami Vivekananda had been born in Calcutta on 12th January 1863 and founded the Ramakrishna Mott and Ramakrishna Mission. After his famous Chicago speech in 1893, which society was founded by him in New York in November 1894?
Something to do with the youth. Youth.
I am looking for a specific name, and that was not a specific answer. DPS picked up bonus points from the direct question of Birla High School for Boys. Will they be able to pick up bonus points from the direct question of La Martiniere for girls? Let's find out. So do you have the answer, DPS Ruby Park?
New York Youth Spiritualistic Mission.
Is not correct. So will Birla High School like to attempt that on the rebound?
Is it ISKCON?
Is not correct. The Vedanta Society was founded by Swami Vivekananda in New York in November 1894. The branches of the Ramakrishna order located outside India are generally known as Vedanta societies and are under the spiritual guidance of the Ramakrishna order. The fourth question marks the beginning of the second wave of direct questions in this round and goes to the team from DPS Ruby Park once again. And your question is: Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who was known for Bengal Renaissance and Brahmo Samaj, passed away in which British city?
Bristol.
Is absolutely correct. He passed away in Stapleton, Bristol on 27 September 1833, and it is a fact that he was the first educated Indian to sail to England. DPS Ruby Park, looking unstoppable there, have picked up another 10 points, and this is the direct question for Birla High School for Boys. And your question is: during a November 1894, or according to some sources, 1895 public demonstration at Town Hall in Kolkata, who ignited gunpowder and rang a bell at a distance using millimeter range wavelength microwaves?
Binay, Badar and Dinesh
Is absolutely incorrect. We are talking science here, not politics, and you are way off the mark, Uday and Indranil. Let's see whether La Martiniere for girls can answer that on the rebound.
Meghnad Rao.
Is not correct. Moves on the rebound to DPS Ruby Park, and I think the teams from Birla High School for boys and La Martiniere for girls have just given 5 gift wrap points to the team from DPS Ruby Park.
Jagdish Chandra Bose?
Is absolutely correct. Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose gave this demonstration 2 years before Marconi's wireless experiments. Your direct question, La Martiniere for girls. Which team did India beat in the NatWest Trophy in the year 2002 under Saurav Ganguly's captainship?
England.
Is absolutely correct. I don't know whether you were answering or guessing, but fact is, Marcus Trescothick and Nasir Hussain scored centuries as England set India a daunting target of 326. Despite a century partnership between Virender Sehwag and Saurav Ganguly for the first wicket, India slipped to 146 for 5. India then found unlikely heroes in Yuvraj Singh scoring 69 and Mohammad Kaif scoring 87 as their 121-run partnership for the 6th wicket set the foundation for a memorable win as the hosts were left devastated and Ganguly was left shirtless. The last wave of direct questions comes up, starting with this one for DPS Ruby Park. Which famous poet wrote the introduction to Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali?
W.B. Yeats.
W.B. Yeats is absolutely correct. And fact is, Gitanjali comprises moving, heartfelt prose poems by the beloved and much admired Bengali poet and mystic who achieved ultimate international fame and a Nobel Prize in 1913 with his translation of these moving poems. Reminiscent of Blake and Gibran, they include many works that are almost biblical in their rhythms, phrasing and images. And the introduction was given by William Butler Yeats. Your direct question coming up now. Birla High School for boys. Sushmita Sen is one of India's most iconic women. 16 years after she stormed into our collective consciousness, she is back to associating with the platform that catapulted her into being the person we know today. Your question simply is, name the fashion pageant brand of which Sush is now a franchisee.
Lakme.
Is not correct. Moving on the rebound to the team from La Martiniere for girls.
I am she.
I am she is absolutely correct. And La Martiniere for girls have picked up 5 points and also the next direct chance. Jagdish Bhagwati of University of Columbia recently got entangled in an academic debate about welfare macroeconomics with whom?
Amartya Sen.
It has to be Amartya Sen, right? And the team from La Martiniere for girls have picked up 10 points there thanks to the controversy between Jagdish Bhagwati and Amartya Sen. And let's check out what the scoreboard looks like at the end of the penultimate round of French School Quiz Season 1 with me. La Martiniere for girls ends the round with 85 points, 15 points behind DPS Ruby Park, which in turn has already scored a century. Yes, DPS Ruby Park is now on 100 points. By the way, has the fight gone out of BHS boys? They are on 45 points and only a blitzkrieg can swing their fortune, and fortune favors the brave in the last round of any quiz.